What's up, folks? Welcome to episode 6 of the Hook Shot Podcast. If you don't know us, my name's Lucas Cohen. I'm here alongside my friend Rohan Borges. Here we talk about the UFC and basketball. We don't have the best UFC card coming up. Only one fight to really talk about. That's the main event, Song Yadong versus Ricky Simón. So let's just go over that really quickly. Man, it's a high-level bantamweight matchup. Ricky Simón coming off a big win against Jack Shore, and then Song Yadong, a close fight with Corey Sandhagen, stopped due to doctor stoppage. Who do you have in this fight, Yadong or Simón?
I'm going to go Song Yadong. I think I'm just going to roll with the younger fighter. I think he's a little more technical and better on the feet. He's got the better striking. Obviously, Ricky Simón is going to try to take this fight to the ground and do what he does down there. But this fight, every round's going to start on the feet. And, I mean, it's really a pick-em. I mean, I don't know who really is going to be able to do what they do best better in this fight. I think, it's just going to be easier for Song because he has the advantages. Every round is going to start on the feet, so I'm just going to pick him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I see a lot of people on Twitter and a lot of people that I respect in the betting world of UFC saying Ricky Simón, that they think he's going to be able to find takedowns in all 5 rounds and win. But can he do that for 5 rounds is the question. And as you said, the fight is going to start standing. I think Song Yadong eventually finds the finish. I'm a little bit questionable about the chin of Ricky Simón. I mean, he got knocked out in 30 seconds by Uriah Faber, and that was only 4 years ago, and I get it's been some time since then, but still, if you're getting knocked out cold by Uriah Faber, that is not the best look. I do like Song Yadong in this matchup. As I said, a very close fight with Corey Sandhagen. 5 rounds to get the finish. I like Song Yadong here, and this will probably set him up for a big fight in the future. So yeah, Song Yadong, that's going to be my pick. Anything else?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Song as well. They've given him a tough string of fights, right? He fought Marlon Vera, he fought Corey Sandhagen, and he's looked really good in those fights. I think he's shown his toughness. He's shown that he can take hits and keep going. He's got good cardio for a young fighter, and I just think he has a great corner. You know, they're gonna definitely back him in this fight and give him good advice. So I think he can keep it on the feet and get the job done. I'll take him by decision.
And I see
no, I'm gonna say Song by finish.
I'm with you on that. I'm gonna go Song by finish. I'm gonna go Song by finish as well. And last thing I'll say about this, I see a lot of people saying, the takedown defense of Yadong is horrible. I mean, they're not wrong, right? They're not wrong, but I feel like this guy has to be proving when it comes to the takedown defense. 71% takedown defense. He took down Sandhagen twice. Sandhagen took him down once in their last fight. And then he didn't get taken down by Mauricio Arce, but got taken down by Kenny. And then 3 times by Kyler Phillips.
Yeah, I remember that was the one where I was a little...
I remember we had a little watch session.
Because Kyler Phillips shouldn't have been able to do that. But that was a while ago. That was like about 2 years ago,
2
right?
years ago now.
So he should have had the time to improve. And I think, Ricky Simón is just, like you said, the chin is a question for sure. And Song hits hard, man. I mean, he and Corey went back and forth, exchanged some tough shots. So I don't think that Simon's going to be able to eat those as well as Corey did. So yeah, I got Song.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close fight. I think Simón will definitely be able to get him down. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
At some point.
But yeah, final pick, Song Yadong. For the both of us, inside the distance as well, probably by knockout. He's not a big submission guy. But yeah, we're going Song Yadong. That'll pretty much do it for the UFC. Pretty bad card. The main event is Caio Barrio. But hey, next week we'll be back in the full podcast talking about UFC 288. And that main event, that main card, man, something to talk about. So yeah, that's it for UFC for now. What I really want to talk about is my New York Knicks. Up 3-1 right now. I would have never imagined this would happen. Never.
Dude, I was trying to tell everybody before the series started, I think we are the better team. I said that.
Nah, you were right.
Verbatim,
you were
I'm
right.
pretty sure I said that. Right. And all the points I made are coming to fruition. Mitchell Robinson's been absolutely incredible in this series. He's controlling the paint, absolutely dominating Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They have no idea what to do on offense. He's killing them on the boards, getting all the offensive rebounds he wants. And my God, with Julius Randle struggling as he does around this time, we know he's not the best playoff performer. But thank God for Jalen Brunson, bro. Thank
God for Jalen Brunson, and thank God for Tom Thibodeau.
Yes,
I feel like this is the first time we've really seen him. I was thinking about this the other day. The first time we've really seen him break his shell, like say, okay, I'm not going to stick to my traditional, I'm playing these guys for the end of the game. He said, you know what? I got to make a bold decision. We have a chance to go up 3-1 against this extremely talented team with fucking 4 great players in their starting lineup. Yeah. And he made the bold choice of starting, which you argued for most of the season, the best player on the team. And it worked. And it paid off. And the Garden was on absolute fucking fire. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Julius Randle has been great in the regular season. But he's going to need to have a big Game 5 and a big Game 6 to prove that he's ready to play 40, whatever it is, minutes. But yeah,
This
go ahead.
I'm just wondering. I mean, the love needs to be spread. I mean, Josh Hart, absolutely phenomenal, doing an absolutely great job on Donovan Mitchell, shutting him down last game. Donovan Mitchell shot what, like, I don't even know. It was bad. It was really bad. He only made like 4 shots. But man, Josh Hart's been so great on both ends. Obviously, Grimes was out. McBride came in and gave some impactful minutes.
That was great, McBride. I was super impressed.
I mean, we have depth on our side, guys, and the Cavs. Every game, it's like, who's the 5th guy gonna be? Because they can't. It was Okoro in the beginning, then he got played off the floor. They tried Danny Green.
And it feels like they played nobody off the bench in that
they
last
tried
game.
Danny Green. It didn't work out. They tried Seti Osman. It's not working out. They're gonna have to find somebody to fill that 5th spot if they want to win these 3 games in a row to pull this comeback off. But man, I love where the Knicks are at, man. We're really showing that we are the better team, and Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, they're doing a great job. I'm happy, man.
I mean, as a Knicks fan, I mean, I have to address it. There's always, regardless of the team, as a Knicks fan, there's always the concern that they're going to choke, whether it's a single game or a playoff series. They're up 3-1. It's time for the Knicks to prove if they're a new team, if they're not the Knicks of the past 10 years that are always choking. Is this a new generation of the New York Knicks? Obviously deep down, there's that scare that the Cavs are going to come back 3-1, but man, I think we're going to do it this time, and I think we're going to do it in 6 games.
That was my pick originally. I said Knicks in 6, and it's looking like, hey, if we could close it out in Cleveland, that'd be great. We already took one there, but man, I'm loving the feeling that we're going to come back to the Garden and take care of business, close it out in 6. That'd be great. We do not want to go back to Cleveland for a Game 7. We just don't want to see that. So hopefully our guys can get it done, man. But we have looked incredible in this series, and I'm so happy, man. If we get Miami, we gotta move to that series, because that series is crazy.
That's a great transition.
If we get Miami, man.
Talk about that series. I mean, Bucks versus Heat. And I feel like when a team's up 3-1, you never really... You'll see the odds for the team that's up 3-1, like minus 400, 500 to win the series. I mean, it's pretty much still dead even. A lot of people believe that the Bucks still have a chance to come back, including me. Who do you think wins this? Before we get into the Knicks versus Heat, I mean, we have to just be honest with ourselves. Who's going to win the series, the Bucks or the Heat?
Yeah, this is still not over.
3-1 right now.
As we know, this is the 1 versus the 8. And the last time an 8 seed beat the 1 seed, I think, was the We Believe Warriors back all the way in like 2011.
We believe.
Yeah. So this is like, we're in some like unprecedented territory if the Miami Heat are able to do this, especially because the Bucks were, I feel like, the consensus title favorites, right? I mean, I feel like everybody was in agreement that the Bucks had the deepest roster in the league. They have the best player in the league. They were probably in the best position to win. But Jimmy Butler said, fuck all that.
56.
I mean,
57.
God damn. Playoff Jimmy's a real thing, and he might deny it all he wants, but it's real, dude. He just turns it up. He turns it up.
Give me my credit. Who said playoff Jimmy?
No, you did. No, you bid. He was trying to tell me the entire thing. I don't know. I was never going to say that Miami was going to beat a healthy Bucks team. And I do think that the injuries have played a big part into that, but there's no denying that how great Jimmy Butler's been. I mean, you can't stop him. He's doing this against Drew Holiday, guys, Brooke Lopez, Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is the best defensive team in the league, and he's eating them alive. So are they going to get that same type of performance at least one more time? Because they're going to need it again. I'm sorry, they will need this man to go off one more time to close the series out.
They have to. Because
if not,
of course.
Milwaukee has all the tools they need to come back. So it's still not over, man.
It's not over. It's definitely not over. And one thing we were talking about the other day is this guy is better with less teammates. I mean, it makes sense. It almost reminds me of 2016 LeBron James just carrying a team full of bums where your second offensive option at this point has become Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's astonishing, and that was arguably the greatest Heat performance ever.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, man. He just absolutely took over, and I mean, that's when somebody's in the zone, that there's nothing you can really do. And Jimmy Butler had that place buzzing. It was crazy, man. And I just think, man, if New York and Miami match up in the second round, can the Knicks literally go to the conference final? Are we going to the conference finals? Like, this is insane, man. The fact that the Knicks are in a position to do this, it's all played out like perfectly for them right now. I mean, obviously you don't want to see Giannis get hurt, but that does just help the matchup, and I think we do have a good chance against Miami, or if we play them.
But I gotta be brutally honest with myself, man. I think the Bucks are gonna make the comeback.
You're really on this, huh?
I really do.
You really think they're gonna come back?
I really do. I think they're gonna do it, man.
Yeah,
this team is just this is the number 1 team in the NBA. That's what we were talking about for the whole season. Yeah. And you're saying they can't win 3 straight against the Miami Heat without Tyler Hero, and again, playoff Jimmy. I've been the one saying it this entire time. I don't know, man. It's going to be real fucking interesting. It's going to be real interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Final prediction for this series, I'm going to have to go Bucks. I guess you're gonna go Heat.
I'm gonna go Heat. I think Jimmy can do it again, man. They can't. They haven't proven that they can slow him down, and I don't think that he's slowing down himself. So I'm gonna go Miami in 6. I'll say 6. I think they can close it back out at home.
Interesting. All right, well, that will lead us to Heat versus Knicks, man, and that would be real interesting. That's mine. I'm just trying to talk straight into it.
No, the orange one is mine, bro.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I'm tripped.
Because I can't hear that well. That's why.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's my bad, guys. But yeah, fuck this Knicks Heat series. If it ends up happening, I mean,
Yeah.
Holy, there's a chance the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference fucking Finals.
Yeah.
I mean, sitting in my boarding school room last year watching the Knicks every day, did I ever think that this would happen the next year? Not a fucking shot. I mean, the fact that it's 3-1 right now against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which one I'd never expect, period. Mm-hmm. Now they have a chance. I mean, we were talking about the whole season. Okay, if they win the first round, they're done from the Bucks. But man, I mean, do they get past playoff Jimmy if it ends up being Knicks Heat? I mean, we have the guy to defend him. We have Josh Hart.
Yeah.
But again, the Bucks have Drew Holiday. He just ran through the best defense in the league. This is a worse team in the Knicks. If they end up doing this, beating the Bucks, do the Heat beat the Knicks? Are we so confident that it's just Knicks straight to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it's straight to. Obviously, it's gonna be a challenge. I think. I mean, we have a much better chance of beating Miami than Milwaukee. That's all I'll say, and that's really what all it comes down to. We just have a better chance of beating the Heat, and if they're able to close out Milwaukee, then we have our best chance to go to the conference finals, and that'd be great. But we got to move on. Philly, Brooklyn, Boston, Atlanta. The rest of these Eastern Conference series on the other side, they're pretty much over at this point. Obviously, Philly swept Brooklyn, but Boston now with DeJounte Murray suspended for Game 5 after bumping into the referee at the end of the game.
That was crazy.
Pretty much threw that series away. So we got Boston-Philly as a pretty much locked-in second-round matchup. And then we got the top of the West where Denver should close out Minnesota tonight as we're recording this. And same thing in Phoenix. They both play Game 5 at home. No Kawhi, no PG for the Clippers. And that's just been such a letdown of a series, man. Because Russell Westbrook, we got to talk about that real quick. How good has he looked? And for all his efforts to, I don't want to say futile because I don't think they've been pointless. He's kind of resurrected his career. Yeah. But at the same time, just he's kind of going it out like on his own, and it's just tough that he doesn't have
playoff Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that he doesn't have, he's going up against KD and D Book, and that team is tough, man. But it's just been a letdown of a series because I thought it had the makings of a good series if Kawhi was able to stay
Imagine
healthy.
if Kawhi and Paul George played.
Exactly, man. This could be.
I'm going fucking Clippers in like 5.
Yeah, man.
6.
The Suns did not look that good even when it was just Kawhi, man. So,
but I do think the Suns have their rhythm now. I think they found it. They needed those first couple games to just shake off the dust, man. And I think the Suns, they're really here now, and they have a great chance to go all the way. As you said, DeJounte Murray suspended. I don't really want to get into that. I mean, the NBA has to stay consistent with their suspensions. Obviously, that whole Draymond debacle, and now DeJounte fucking getting in the face of a referee. I mean, we expected him to get suspended. The Warriors-Kings series, this is the last thing we'll talk about.
Yeah.
That's real interesting, man. 2-2, right? De'Aaron Fox, questionable to play. What are they playing, tonight or tomorrow, was it?
They play tomorrow night. Yeah.
Tomorrow night. So this will be out before this game happens. Man, I feel like whoever's at home wins. Like that's exactly how I feel. Like I'm going Kings in 7. I feel like I have to. I mean, that offense at home for some reason just looks so fucking good. Yeah. I don't know why. Like you never really think that being home or away will improve your chances. That's exactly how it's been this series.
No. I mean, no. That's the thing, man. Role players play better at home. They play better when they're feeding off of that home crowd energy, and that's been the case through 4 games. We've seen every role player step up when they're at home. For the Kings, though, obviously now with this De'Aaron Fox injury, it changes things a little bit.
I have a breaking news. I'm sorry. De'Aaron Fox is playing in Game 5. He went from doubtful, and now he says he's going to try to play. It reminds me of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, no. Okay, so this is what I was going to say prior to this breaking news, which, I mean, the timing is perfect. But I don't think that De'Aaron Fox is obviously. I wasn't expecting him not to play through a finger injury. It definitely does though change the outlook of the Kings offense because you might not be able to rely on De'Aaron Fox to have as much of the ball handling duties, especially when the Warriors are going to start to throw 2 guys at him, keep length on him, frustrate him, and get their hands in the way. That becomes dangerous because you don't want it to re-injure the finger and then be less impactful as a whole. So you're going to need to change things up. Sabonis, man. He's had his work cut out for him this series. Kevon Looney has done a phenomenal job, as has Draymond Green.
Great.
Yeah, and I think just like he's gonna have to step up in these next 3 games for them to have their best shot of beating Golden State. Because right now he's leaving a little bit too much to De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk offensively, and I think he has to find a way to, maybe knock down a couple more jump shots because they're leaving him open. And once he gets in the paint, you got to be assertive, and he's got to get going a little bit. But I'm gonna stick with my original pick, Warriors in 6. I think they're gonna have to win one on the road. I think they're the better team still, more experienced. They'll get one in Sacramento, and then hopefully they close it out in Golden State.
I'm changing my pick. I know I just said Kings in 7.
I convinced them.
I know I just said Kings in 7, but it's just my heart. My fucking heart is telling me.
You can't bet against the defending
I'm going Warriors in
champs,
7.
Man.
Warriors in 7.
It's that championship spirit, bro.
I think the Kings win Game 5. I think they win Game 5. I think the Warriors win Game 6, and I think the Warriors prove that championship experience, as you said, and win that Game 7.
Gotcha.
So I know I just said Kings in 7. I'm going Warriors in 7. Before we sign off, we're about a week and a half into the NBA playoffs. Final championship prediction. Who do you have in the championship game? I guess we'll do this every podcast until we get there. Who do you have in the championship game, and who do you have winning? It changes all the time. So many fucking injuries.
Yeah, it does. It's changing right now. But if you were to ask me my spontaneous, on the spot championship pick, I'm gonna go Boston in the Eastern Conference. As much as that pains me to say, I think it's the most comfortable pick.
Let's see if he agrees.
And then in the West, I'm gonna go with the Golden State Warriors still. I think you got Denver, right? You said that before. You had Denver going out early in the last episode.
I had Denver going out.
It's not going to be Warriors, he says. If they beat Sacramento, they're going to take on Memphis or LA. Both teams are kind of not. I'm not picking either of those teams to be Golden State. I'm sorry. And then that sets up a Denver Golden State Conference Finals, which is up for it's a coin toss. But I'm going to go Golden State.
I'm going Denver, bro. Denver Celtics. Okay. I like Denver a lot.
Okay. We both got Boston, though. We both got Boston.
If you guys don't know, I'm a big Jokic fan.
Yeah.
But I think, can we both agree that the Boston Celtics are
I mean, right now, this Giannis injury has played right into the Celtics' favor, man. I mean, if they are able to just take care of business,
this should be light.
James Harden just not impressed me enough to think that Philly has a real chance, so I'm going to take Boston over Philly. And then, depending on who comes out of that other side of the bracket between New York and Miami, I think Boston has both of those teams' numbers. So
then they're healthy.
Well, no. I won't say it has their number because New York beat them.
No, man, I think they do have their number.
But yeah, like overall, I wouldn't pick Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't pick against Boston. So
So I mean, they're the favorites for a reason as of now, and Boston's guy. I mean, they have a clear path. I mean,
true.
The Sixers. That's going to be their probably hardest game of the entire, including.
I feel like that series is low key like the most.
It could be a 7er.
Important series left. I think the winner of that series, if Philly is somehow able to beat Boston,
don't lie to yourself.
I think no. But I'm
they
looking
could go
at
to the championship, but they're not beating.
I think Philly and Boston. Let me just put it like this: out of the rest of the contenders, I think Philly and Boston are the 2 best. If Milwaukee is eliminated, which they're on track to be, obviously they can come back. But if in the Eastern Conference it's Philly and Boston and no Milwaukee in the picture, I think those are the 2 best teams remaining in the playoffs in general. So I think that series holds a little extra weight, given that if Philly actually beats Boston, they have a nice chance to go to the finals and match up with a Denver, who they beat and almost beat twice this year.
Bro, this is Denver's year. They're going all the way. They're playing the Celtics, but they're losing. Bro.
It's up for grabs. I love it. The playoffs been great. Obviously, less injuries, right, man?
Bro, imagine a Nuggets-Knicks championship.
That would
be the greatest thing ever. All right, guys, signing off.
Right.
Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We'll be back for a little bit long. We did about 20 minutes, so that UFC 288 card, we got a lot of shit to break down when that comes around. But hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. Let's go Knicks, baby. Yes, hopefully they can get it done in 5.
We're gonna get it done. Don't worry, guys.
We got
this. 6
for all you Knicks fans. Knicks in 6.
Yes, sir.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next week on Wednesday.
Peace
out.